head down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Kenny Pickett has thrown a touchdown pass. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To throw is Lewis on 3rd down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Lewis. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lewis. And he'll just get rid of it. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they, a dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Lewis to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken it around the 40. There's Robinson showing the flash. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Bills. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. And now out come the Jets. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A give running right is Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lewis now on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Pass incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that'll keep this a 19-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And New York set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Lewis throwing on first down. He completes it to Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lewis. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely there, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He'll try again, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox from 6 yards away. And the Bills are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Lewis. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Operating from the gun, Lewis. This one caught by Ridley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Here's Lewis on first down. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Lewis. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw is Lewis. On 1st and 10. On to screen pass. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Lewis to throw on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Lewis now throwing to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. Lewis to throw on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Back to throw. Lewis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here's Lewis on 3rd and 2. Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake. Lewis. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A give up the middle to Singletary. And some room to maneuver.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much drive.